tournament.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our council meeting of April 4th. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll.
Mayor Patricelli,
Present.
Councilwoman Donovan,
Present.
Councilman Dawes.
Is absent today. All right. I'll ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I'll ask the clerk to call or read the minutes of the previous meeting.
Mayor, I will make a motion that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the March 21st meeting.
I'll second it.
Councilwoman Donovan,
In favor?
Mayor Patricelli.
In favor. Before we get on to the official meeting, I'd like to read a proclamation that we prepared today, and this is in honor or respect for Vincent LaParco. Whereas Vincent LaParco was born April 21st, 1921. He was married to the former Mary Denuzzo, and together they had 5 children, 9 grandchildren, and 16 great-grandchildren. And whereas Vince was a veteran of the United States Navy, and during his service he was awarded the World War II Medal of Honor and the American Theater Medal. Whereas after his service, Vince served 36 years with General Electric as an electrical technician supervisor. And whereas Vincent was a Democratic committeeman in Watervliet, an active member of the Veterans Committee of the Watervliet Elks, served as the Veterans Administration Medical Care Hospital in Albany, and he was commander of the Italian-American War Veterans of America. And whereas Vince was honored on April 1st, 2024 by Albany County. Now therefore, I, Charles P. Patricelli, Mayor of the City of Watervliet, do hereby recognize, commend, and honor Vincent LaParco for his service and commitment to the Watervliet and many organizations in the area. I further proclaim as April 4, 2024 as Vincent P. LaParco Day in the City of Watervliet. And if I had asked the LaParco family to attend, but they couldn't make it tonight, but I wanted to do that in his honor. So, thank you. All right. I'll get into report of officers and committees.
Okay, a couple of items I'll update the council with tonight. We've posted positions in the paper, the Times-Union and the Troy Record, and also on social media from the posting for water plant operator, a part-time code enforcement official, a pool director, and an operations coordinator. That operations coordinator was recently made at the Civil Service Department or Commission and approved, and we're going out for those positions. We're getting several resumes of interest, and once those resumes are all received, we'll start interviewing people for those positions and hopefully bring them on as soon as possible. We also have been working diligently on the handicap sign request. We've sent out a number of letters to residents who currently have signs before their homes. To date, we haven't heard back from 9 residents of the full listing of 29. So we're working to remove those signs of those that no longer need a handicap sign at their home.
Joe, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Once all of the forms are received and so forth, and then the people who currently have them are able to keep them, will they be notified? Will they get a letter from someone saying, just FYI, you're all set, you can keep your
Correct,
sign? Okay.
correct. Yeah, they had to submit to show cause to have one, and they'll be notified, and then, again, we'll do periodic checks going forward. I did finish up today the request for proposal to go out for real estate broker services, so we can continue our efforts in looking for marketing within the city limits, inclusive of the restaurant for our Hudson Shores Park. So that real estate broker services RFP will go out. Let me see if I get this onto the contract reporter. It goes out apologize. It's gonna go out May 1. I'm sorry, we're accepting resumes through May 1. So we hope to have an answer as to a real estate broker and bring that before you by the end of May or early June. Also, several things are happening within the city at Hudson Shores Park. You probably see that we have carver companies on board. They're starting to mobilize and do a lot of the work. They've taken down, I think it was 7 trees that are in the way of the path. We're moving forward, if the weather holds up, moving forward with completion for that to be before your car show. I know you're gonna.
Our car show, Joe. I think it's our
Our
car
car
show.
show.
Okay.
On May 16th. And the crew teams, the docks are in, and the crew teams have been out on the water. I know one has a race, I think it's April 20th. We also have a follow-up meeting tomorrow with Louisi Brothers and our boat company that's coming to Hudson Shores. Tomorrow we're talking specifically about the welding that needs to go on the spuds that are currently in the water. And we anticipate all that work being finished so they could come to the park by middle of May as well.
Okay. There's something on those, you know how early those girls, or that team goes out in the morning?
About 5:30.
5:15.
Yeah. That's what time most are out there. Yeah, it's for the young at heart.
Absolutely, not
Not
for
for our
me.
age.
Not for me, 5:15 in the morning. All right, is there anything else you have for John?
No, no questions.
Okay. We'll move into old business, please.
Your Honor, there is no old business this evening.
All right, we'll move into new business, please.
The first order of new business is resolution number 19 for 2024. This is a resolution approving the reappointment of Eli Sands and Paul Farr to the City of Watervliet Tree Committee.
Mayor, I will make a motion that we move on resolution number 19 for 2024.
And I'll second it.
I don't think there's any more to say on that. We're reappointing Eli and Paul Farr, Eli Sands and Paul Farr, both are here this evening, so thank you for your work thus far.
Thank you. We'll wait till after this. You want to make a presentation after this? Or right now? Let's finish up with this and then we can, before we go on. All right? All right, if there's no further discussions, call the roll.
Councilwoman Diamond.
In favor?
Mayor Patricelli.
In favor.
Resolution number 20 for 2024 is a resolution accepting a donation in the amount of $500 from Capital District Civil War Roundtable to be used for and any lawful purpose the city chooses.
Mayor, I will make a motion that we move on resolution number 20 for 2024.
And I'll second it.
There's not really much to add to that. They made a donation to the city. They do usually, thankfully, every year.
Yeah. Pretty, and it's used in this room.
Yes.
Used in this room. Okay. All right. Motion made in second. Call the roll, please.
Councilwoman Diamond.
In favor?
Mayor Patricelli.
In favor.
Resolution number 21 for 2024 is a resolution accepting a donation in the amount of $210 from Watervliet Charitable Foundation to be used in the construction of a sign.
Mayor, I will make a motion that we move on resolution number 21 for 2024.
And I'll second it.
This donation was to put a kiosk-type sign, I believe, at one of the Bell Memorials.
Yeah, actually, it was 3 Bell Memorials that was, signs were made for, and to be placed. One for First Street and 3rd Avenue, the one right outside here for the Bell out here, and the one down by Hudson Shores Park.
Now, will they cover the cost of the podiums that went in?
As soon as you give them a bill.
Okay, good. All right, we did get that, so I just wondered if we could send that off.
Yep, as soon
Okay.
as you get the bill. Yeah, that was, and the bill of the bells will be installed probably sometime early to mid next week. Because the pad has been poured. Little side note, okay?
Very nice.
Call the roll, please.
Councilwoman Diamond.
In favor?
Mayor Patricelli.
In favor.
Your Honor, that concludes this evening's new business.
Awesome, okay. All right, I'm gonna ask Paul Farr to come up with, and make a presentation or comments if you have.
No, I just wanted to let the council know that this.
Turn that on, Bill, or Paul, please.
Pardon?
Press the bottom, is it on?
This past week, we went down to SUNY New Paltz, and we had a Tree City USA recognition event, and we were given some, I guess you call it swag. We have a 4x6 flag for Tree City USA, and also two signs, two labels that can be placed on two of the four entrance to the city signs for Tree City USA. So I wanted to present this to the city. We'd like, if it's possible, on the 26th Arbor Day to have that flag placed on the flagpole out here in the corner.
Absolutely.
And then the other two signs can be fixed. You give it to Mark Cady, and he can place those two. I contacted the Arbor Day Foundation. They will send 2 additional 6-year commemorative signs to your office, and I addressed it to Chris Sharker. So
Yes.
we're doing that. So
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. Cool. Appreciate it. All right, maybe you could say we'll do a picture. Thank you. And thank you, Eli, and Bill, and Deanne, and everybody else who participates and does everything that you've done on this.
This says 6 years, that means that we've been a Tree City for 6 years.
USA
That's-
60,
yeah,
that's
6
really
years,
nice.
yeah. As of last year, we're actually in their 7th grade.
Okay,
And it does entitle us for special grants, bonus. And
Exactly, yeah, any type of upcoming grant, one of the stipulations
Okay.
is you have to be recognized as a Tree City USA, so that helps us also.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
that's great.
All right, a few things before we anything under appropriations accounting, Amanda?
No, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. A few things here, I have a couple of things before we go into the public comment period. Joe, we had sent an email out about the paper alley. Are we preparing to move forward on that?
Yes.
Okay. Council?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, thanks. I know you had the garage, that alley garage and all this, but you also had the couple, did the building come down today?
No, with the snow, they're not coming down today. They're going to be mobilizing tomorrow for 2402 7th Avenue and 1307 8th Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once those two are done, cleaned up, then they're going to move on to 405 16th Street.
Okay, good. And just two things that are going on early this week, or next week, really. You know that the 70th anniversary of Gus's Hot Dogs is being celebrated on Monday from 10 to 10. There'll be some detours, you know, in that area. I'm sure there'll be some congestion and people scammering for 10-cent hot dogs. If there's anybody, including anybody in this room, who would like to donate blood on Tuesday, please, there's a registration out there already. The Red Cross is in dire need of blood, all kinds, you know, red blood, platelets, and what else they do, something else that they have. What, double red. So if anybody would like to register, it's online, so you'd be able to do that.
What is the 9th?
For what?
The blood drive.
Tomorrow, Tuesday.
Okay.
April
Oh,
8th.
oh, okay.
April 8th.
Nice.
Okay. 9th? April 9th. Okay. All right. With that finished up, other than that, we'll move into the public comment period. Would you like to
Sure.
give the rules of the public comment period? We'll get going.
At this time, the mayor and the council have authorized a public comment period. If you wish to address the council, we ask that you please step forward to the podium, state your name and address, and you'll have 2 minutes to speak to the council.
Okay. Who would like to go first? Anyone?
Paul you, pardon me? Paul you, man, 1500 12th Avenue, Watervliet, New York. I'd like to take the opportunity to praise the city for the paving of 12th Avenue. It was a great job. The only complaint I have is that the manholes weren't raised. We spoke about this in past meetings, and I thought it was going to be part of the contract from now on. Also, it was brought up in past meetings that Oeasy Brothers was supposed to come back and raise the manholes on Broadway, which I don't know whatever happened to that. So with that, can it be said that in the future, that paving of roads in the city, the manholes should be raised, being that the innovations today, there's no masonry work to be done on the hole because of the type of ring they put around to raise the manhole. So I wish that in the future, this would become part of awarding a contract for paving.
Yeah, Mr. Eubank, one of the things we've done coming out of last year's contract is we're working with Albany County. Albany County's given all us, coming out, measuring all our streets and getting our quantities that we have to put into our bid. And part of that work that's going to be into this year's contract, noted by what you talked about over the years, it is the manholes and it is the stormwater grates. All that work has to be in the contract as well.
I mean, you know, 12th Avenue did a great job, but there's certain areas, there's three manholes in a row there that are right in the path of the vehicle. You have to go to the side to bypass. If it wasn't for that, they did a great job. Thank you for
Thank you.
listening.
Jeff Foster, 1201 8th Ave, City of Watervliet. The first thing I have to say is I have to address the garbage issue. As far as the fines and the garbage issue, I really didn't have any problems with it. So what I did was I told all my tenants, which I have 65 tenants in the City of Watervliet, and I told all of them, if the garbage can lids aren't down and everything isn't good, if you're not going to pay the fines, I'm selling your house. In which, in the last month, I got 2 of them for sale, which is no problem. I used to have 165 units in the City of Watervliet. I currently have 60 units, which I can't wait to get rid of them all. So anyway, we go down, I'm down to 60 units, and they said, Jeff, it's not my fault, I didn't do anything. I said, well, I'm telling you, I just got a fine for $100 on one house. Now listen, I have 60 units in the City of Watervliet, right? So out of 60 units in the City of Watervliet, I have one house that I got a garbage fine on for $100 once. And then 2 days later, I get another fine in the mail, it's another $200. I don't give a shit. I'm going to be honest with you. $300, $400 doesn't mean shit to me. I have no problem paying it. But it's the principle, okay? So I get the fine, $100 in the mail, 2 days later, $200 in the mail. I'm going to pay it, no problem, I'm going to give it to you. It's not an issue. But I guess you're behind in your paperwork because literally 2 days later, I can't even tell my tenant, hey, don't even put it in there. But what had happened was, the house that's in question, okay? I have a house at 1200 5th Avenue in the City of Watervliet. And there's a house in the alleyway, facing the alleyway. They put their garbage in my can. How do I know that? All my tenants have white garbage bags. These people have white garbage bags in my house. The guy next door, he puts his garbage out, it's in a black garbage bag, it's sticking up 6 inches out of my can, and I'm getting a fine of $200. I'm going to tell you this right now. There's going to be a lot of people next week who are going to get a lot of garbage fines because they're going to have garbage bags in their waste paper and their waste garbage cans that shouldn't be there. I'm going to just tell you this right now. That's going to happen next week. Next week, they're going to go around and they're going to give out fines because they're going to have garbage that's going to be out of their cans and they're going to get fined. It's not gonna be their issue. They shouldn't have had it. They're not gonna have it. It wasn't their problem. But it's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. Because I know it's gonna happen. Here's the other thing, what I don't understand. How can you have a judge in the city of Watervliet who you appointed Judge Charlie and Barbara and Chris, who's not here, you appointed him a judge of the city of Watervliet who's supposed to live in the city of Watervliet, and the three of yous know he doesn't live here anymore. But it's okay because he rents an apartment and he lives somewhere else.
I'm gonna have to cut you one.
He lives somewhere else, but you know he doesn't live here, but you're going to let him, you're going to let him give me a German and tell me what I owe as far as a ticket, and he doesn't even live in the city of Watervliet. Now, you know that's true. The three of you guys know it's true.
Jeff,
he doesn't live in the
Jeff,
city.
I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Go ahead, Charlie.
But I'm gonna also mention,
Yeah.
I'm gonna mention to you, just so that we can finish this
Yeah,
and go on.
go ahead, sure.
The law does not require the judge to live in the city of Watervliet, as Judge Reinford did not live in the city of Watervliet for the many years that she served on the bench.
Okay, yeah.
So that first,
Yeah.
that for sure, that is
Okay, go ahead.
the rule on it. So he did live in the city of Watervliet. So I'm gonna.
But you know he sold his house and he doesn't live here now.
That's not my issue right now.
Okay, you know he doesn't though, right?
We don't have to.
And then you got Trevor, who's an attorney,
Jeff.
who's not only attorney for the Watervliet
Jeff, you're
City, he's also an attorney for the Housing Authority, which is conflict of interest,
Okay.
right?
Well, then I
You
think,
agree with that or you don't?
I don't agree, but you can.
You don't agree with
You
it?
can file any kind of paperwork.
What do you mean you don't? You know it's true.
I know
Jeff,
it's
for 2
true,
minutes
but
are
you're
up.
done.
How about this, Charlie?
Jeff, come on, will you
No,
please?
no. One more thing and I'll let you go. How about this? How can I make it to where you can pick my garbage up in my shed like you do the fucking Henrietta Apartments,
Jeff.
right? How do you pick their garbage up in the shed and you put their garbage, you take them out of the shed and you put it in the can and then you put it in the truck. And now mine, you can't do that? I'll give you an extra $100 a month if you take mine out of my shed and do the same thing you do with the housing.
Jeff.
You're gonna do that too?
Jeff.
Charlie?
Thanks, Jeff.
Are you gonna do it, Charlie? Are you gonna do it? How's that, how can I get that accommodation? Like you do for the Housing Authority in Henrietta?
Thank Jeff. Anybody else?
Oh, you don't wanna tell me how, you don't wanna tell me how I can do that, right?
No, I'm gonna tell you that
Oh,
you're off
okay.
base now, and I have
Oh,
somebody else
okay,
come
yeah,
in.
you wanna tell me bullshit. Okay, good. Tell me the bullshit.
Thanks, Jeff.
I'll agree with it. Okay.
Thank you.
Nonsense.
Good evening, Darrell Woods, 7/20, 23rd. I kind of like to jump on a little bit with the garbage removal. I just want to let you know, as he said he was going to pay for his fines, I'm not paying for my fines.
Okay.
Okay? I'm also selling my house, and I'm leaving Watervliet because it's a joke. I have 2 fines here, all right? I have both pictures with my lid open a little bit. But yet, it says to me in here, it says, City of Watervliet personnel removed garbage/debris from the enclosed property. This is work undertaken by the city in response to a violation. Well, what's my violation? Because my can's open a little bit? Is that, I'm asking this question, is that the violation?
I believe that's the case.
You believe. You should know what the violation
Well,
before
I
somebody gets a ticket.
didn't write it, and I don't have it. I'm
Okay,
just kind
well,
of
that's
like
part
looking at
of,
it.
part of
So,
more questions I have, okay?
I think I think what I was gonna suggest is that you sit down with the general manager and
Who's
explain.
the general manager?
Joe Lasavita right here.
I've asked Joe. Joe was supposed to call me as of last Friday and hasn't done it yet. Well, I mean, how many more conversations do you want to have? Let's have the conversation now.
Well, it won't be.
What
right
is
now.
a violation that I am being charged $100 for?
Okay, did you receive, and you're probably gonna say no, based on your content thus far, but there was a letter that went out in January
Okay.
that showed 600, a sampling of 600.
I saw samplings.
Okay, so.
My garbage doesn't look like that.
So, go back and read that letter, and then we'll have the conversation.
Well, this is what I was given. This is what I was given by, from you guys.
What I said to you, here, take that back.
I don't want
So you
that.
have
It's
it.
garbage to me. It's
Okay.
garbage.
All right.
All right, so
Dave, OPD.
So as of, why? Because I have questions?
No, go
Why
ahead.
aren't you returning my phone calls?
You know what, I'm gonna go back and look. Your name does not even recognize, I keep a daily log of all my
Here.
calls coming in.
No
Okay?
one coming in, this gentleman knows I came in. She knows I came in. They were all upstairs when I was talking to the people that wrote the fine. So I guess here's my photos, I wanna know what I did wrong.
Okay.
What the violation is. That's what I'm asking.
I don't,
You don't know? Okay. Well,
No,
let
show me your pictures. You're gonna be a wise guy.
I'm not being a wise guy. Look at, I
Show me
pay
your
taxes.
pictures.
My taxpayer dollars,
Good for
pay
you.
for the
So do
garbage.
I.
Good for me. Pay for the garbage man, pick up my garbage. What's the violation?
So your garbage, it's right there, you don't have
What?
tops on it, and
No, top-
you don't hit your
The
garbage.
tops are on there, they blew off, new wind.
Okay. and
I
the
can't
same-
control the wind.
Okay, same with that.
Same with that one? Okay.
You got any others?
Does it say in there that my garbage tops can't blow off?
I
That's the
think it
law.
says in here.
That's the law that I got.
Okay.
Does it say
There
in
you
there?
go. I
No.
don't need that.
You don't need this? Okay. What I can tell you, can I put this on the record? Okay, what I can tell you that it does say, a garbage container shall not be placed out on the curb or alley until 4 PM on the day before the scheduled pickup day, within 12 hours of the actual collection. I can look right over at City Hall's garbage cans. Are they ever removed off the alley? They're not. So you broke the law. You're not fining yourself. You're not going to allow me to fine you, correct? Why are you fining me? I take care of my property. I don't have tenants. I personally live here.
All right.
So I'd like to know what's going to go on with my fines.
Well,
Are they going to be removed? Because I didn't violate
we can
anything.
do, what I can
According
do.
to your law, I
what
have no
can do-
violations.
If you're gonna let me talk, if not, we're just gonna move on. I will, what do you call it, set up a meeting with you next week. I'll either meet with you and Joe.
I would love that. I asked him that the other day.
You're
He said only deal with
All right,
that.
I said to you, what we'll do is to set up a meeting before you leave tonight. We'll set up a meeting next
Yes.
week, and I'd love to talk to you.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna talk, we're not gonna
No,
yell.
we're going to talk. It's fine. But I don't want to
Meet with
disrespect
all.
either.
We'll meet with
I mean,
I'm not meeting with you, Jeff.
honestly,
Why?
Mr. Patricelli, honestly,
All right,
he
You're
told
not
me on
meeting
the
with
phone,
me?
he asked me, he said,
Fuck, you're not meeting with
and I
me.
said, fine.
it's exactly
He
what.
said,
Why
can you
not?
only deal, hold
I will
on,
meet
hold on.
with you, I'll set up a
He
meeting
said
with
to
you.
me, can you
I will
only
set
deal
up a
with me?
meeting with you when we're done, okay?
Alright.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Let me know before you leave tonight, what's your availability on Monday?
I'll make availability anytime.
11 o'clock?
Doesn't want to meet with
11
me.
o'clock Monday?
Yes.
See you there.
He doesn't want to meet with me. I was only the biggest landlord in the city of Watervliet. He doesn't want to meet with me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Craig. What do you got?
Correct plan, 6-7, or actually, 2-4 Gold Lane, Watervliet, New York. I was gonna take a different angle, I wanted to obviously figure out a way to have a conversation around the garbage situation, because to your point, I know it's been going on for a couple weeks now, and it's gotta be the hottest topic.
Yeah. Okay. You want to? No. All that I want.
Go ahead, Greg.
But you just, it's a hot topic. and
Oh, it is a hot topic.
Something, we've gotta come up with some kind of solution or resolution.
We're open for suggestions and actually ideas. So if you'd like to also sit down with us or meet with me or Joe, I'd love to sit down and have a conversation with you.
Absolutely.
But I'm looking for ideas and
Yeah.
suggestions and solutions to it.
I came with Paul.
Right, it's, so yes, I think that's the way to wrap up.
You want to do it after this meeting? We'll set up the time.
Let's do it.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Hey.
Anyone else?
That was it. So you said?
What's that?
Fucking.
Mine's not about garbage.
I know.
I'm back. Gonna hand these out with my, since the last meeting. Might take a little bit longer than 2 minutes. And then I have a couple of questions. Joe, how did you make out with the incident report?
I could not find an incident, to be honest with you. When I called, I said I'd get back and I didn't get the
Yeah,
incident.
and I tried sending an email and I didn't hear anything back.
Yeah.
Okay, any information on the intake pipes and the code on that?
We did talk about the need for a survey, but we also have to talk about the fence that was gonna be put on. And in looking at that fence, that's gonna be right on your property.
There's gonna be a pipe for the grass.
Yeah, but without having a survey, and he'll have to do the survey, or you're gonna have to do the survey, but I'm not gonna, I can't go off a deed, because it just doesn't,
Well, that's usually when it's in the deed.
Yeah.
So that's why I sent that, okay. And I was waiting for that meeting and I haven't heard anything, so I guess we won't be having that anytime soon. So the first packet is the sales that's still going on. You'll see people in the lot. You'll see the owner cleaning off the car on March 23rd, which was Saturday, and showing his cars on the first page. You'll see a group of people near the car, one of them backing the car out. On the third page, you'll see a group of people, some of them standing on my lawn, looking at the car, but they're not selling cars. Driving the car without plates again. They were ticketed where it was parked out on the street. You'll see lots of people standing. You'll see another registration, but they're not selling cars. It goes to Good Luck Auto, which is tagged back to his old business on Ontario Street in Albany. And I included that information where there is a sign there that says we do body work, bumpers, and fenders. We've moved to a new location, 1011 23rd Street. So the auto body
Excuse me.
on Sunday.
Jeff, I'm going to ask you for the last time. Please keep your comments to yourself, and please let this lady speak. And I don't want to hear any more out of you, please, tonight until after this meeting is over.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say to you right now, or I'm going to ask you to be moved. That's it.
Mayor, I wasn't
That's
talking to
it.
you, I was
It's
talking to
welcome.
him.
Will you please?
I didn't know
ask
if
him
you
to have
heard
it
me.
moved now.
I'm sorry if you did.
Well, I heard you
was
from
talking to him.
here, and I heard it if you're, and I don't want to hear it again.
Okay, well, I'm sorry if you did.
Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm asking you to be moved.
Jesus Christ, I wasn't fucking trying to, disrespect you in any way, I was talking to him.
I guess you did. Go
Okay,
ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so the auto body, that's still going on. Sunday, the 24th, I returned from the Catskills from one of my hikes, and I was with my hiking partner here, and what you could smell was the fumes on 23rd Glen, and in my home for 3 or 4 days again. I bought an additional air cleaner. The bumpers on the 24th were out near the trash. That's in the second packet. Also in the second packet, you'll see where I have a picture of inside the garage with dust covered on the car, and I sent to 3 experienced individuals asking what they thought that dust was on the car. The first one asked me how long the car was there. I let them know a month or 2. They asked if it was a body shop or a mechanic shop, and I let them know it's supposed to be a mechanic shop only. And what he said was, to me, it looks like a light brown dust, which makes me think someone grinding off rusty spots on the vehicle, doing body work, or when they sweep up, they don't put down an absorbent on the floor first, which will prevent dust particles in the air. Second professional, body shop owner in Cahoes. Hi Sherry, it could be dust from sanding compound. Number 3, this woman, her father owned a body shop, her son owns a body shop and repair shop. She said sanding, in my opinion, for body work definitely creates a lot of dust. So the last page you'll see on Thursday the 28th, new bumpers being delivered, but they're not doing auto body. I have photos of the bumpers that were left out after that, but I didn't get a chance to print those, as this has become very time consuming, and it doesn't seem like anything's getting done. Here I have the picture of the additional bumpers that were left out after the day that I smelled the fumes again. I talked to Kay at the house on the corner, who's an elder. She's having breathing problems. She started she's being treated for asthma now. She's never had asthma her entire life. She smelled the fumes. She wished she could have gotten here tonight. She's going to try to get to the next meeting. She's not feeling well. The last one, after hours, again, Sunday, the 24th, 10 a.m. They're open. That's when I returned from the Catskills. The bumpers were out there, and that's all you could smell. Monday, the 25th, 8:13 p.m. Tuesday, 6:56. Wednesday, 7:39. Thursday, 8:24. Saturday, 7:49. Monday, 6:04. Monday, 7:25. Tuesday, 7:27. Now, what time are they supposed to close? Joe? What were the hours there again?
I don't have it in front, I don't have their file in front of me. I believe it's 5 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a nuisance. They are nothing but a nuisance there. They don't have any room in the lot for cars to be repaired. There's tow trucks coming in. and they are backing up onto people's properties to tow them into the entrance that they're using.
Mary, I think we get the issue now. I think what we can do is we can have a conversation later on, and I can have it with Joe on finding out what, if any of this material here, we can act on it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, and I can keep gathering more information in the meantime, but
Okay.
I have all my saved material from
All right.
before, and there's no doubt that they're doing it, and there's plenty of witnesses in the neighborhood. Some just don't want to come forward, some want to remain anonymous.
I get it. Yep, I get it.
Okay, thank you.
I feel bad about it, but let's see what we can do.
It's not fun, it's exhausting.
Okay.
You know I was following. Let's go some more. Hey, Natalie Simmons, Troy, New York. Okay, what I'm handing out to you is about nuisances according to the law. Here at City of Watervliet, New York, penalties for offenses, says on the top. It's Article 2, abatement of public nuisances. Specify public nuisance prohibited. And I highlighted A and B. A, it says unlawful for any premise to be employed or used as a specific public nuisance within the City of Watervliet. If the property is found to be used or employed in violation of this subsection, is subject to closure for a period of up to 1 year or permanent or temporary enjoyment. B, it is unlawful for any person to employ, use, maintain, or allow the employment, use, or maintenance of premises under his or her ownership and or control as a specified public nuisance. If a person is found in violation of this subsection, he or she is subject to civil penalties up to $500 a day. Okay. Each day the property is employed, used, or maintained, and you get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go to the next page, on D, specified public nuisance, any premises used for the purpose of business activity or enterprise which is not licensed as required by federal, state, or local law and/or ordinance. So that would fall under, I believe, the selling cars, body work. That is not what he's supposed to be doing there. Any premises where there exists or is occurring a violation of Chapter 272 zoning of the Code of the City of Watervliet, which violates rises to the level of dangerous to health or safety, which like Sherry had just mentioned. In H, any premises where the law has occurred a criminal nuisance as defined in 240.45 of the penal law. Let's see what else. Is it Chapter 27, 272, sorry, zoning. So 272-45 motor vehicle repair major. And it mentions all the major repairs that are allowed. And that's what should be going on, I believe, right? But it also says no vehicle should be on their premises for more than 45 days. And that was an issue. Right, the maximum number of parking spaces devoted to overnight storage of vehicles shall be no more than 3 spaces per repair bay. And the numbers are always over.
Okay.
So I know my time is up, but you understand that they're violating a lot of things, even under the motor vehicle sales section that they're not supposed to be selling.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Nancy? You're okay? Anybody? You set? Okay. All right. If there's no other further comments to be made from the counselor tonight, I'll ask the, or I'll have the public comment period closed. Is there anything else to be brought before the council?
No, no questions.
No?
No.
Okay. All right, then I'll ask a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Okay, I'll second it. The next meeting will be April 18th. Wait, is that the next meeting? April 18th?
I think
Yeah,
yes.
okay, April 18th. All right. Motion made and seconded. Call the roll.
Councilwoman Dunn,
Favor?
Mayor Patricelli.
In favor. Thank you, everyone.